a lot of the frustration has been directed at MAC, and it's fair. You are the public face of this. You are the organization that provides the healthcare in Muskoka. I'm not asking you necessarily to disparage the province, because I know that's an unfair thing to ask, but do you understand, or do you believe that the province could potentially be doing more to support MAC? I know Cheryl just said they are very supportive, but when it comes to funding, the previous model of the project was 50% over budget. Do you believe the province could have said, well, we want you to have the status quo model, it's working, let's help, let's figure something out? Do you think they could have done more in that sense?
I think the province finds himself, as the MAC board does, in a very complicated process of having a finite number of infrastructure dollars to replace the infrastructure that we've depended on in the province for the last 50 years. There's a lot of nuance there that we're trying to build for the future again, but I think the province has been careful to ask hospital boards across Ontario to build efficiently, to not duplicate services, and to provide hospital builds and designs that are going to take us into the next 40 years.
How important is that factor, though, that someone joining management in any role is or has a little bit of knowledge about Muskoka, because they are making decisions that, as I said to Maureen, is affecting or could affect people for generations to come. So how important is it that they're local?
I think what's important is that they engage locally. So, you know, you take a look at Dr. Abdurazik. He goes out to events, he speaks at events, he's engaged in our community. Engaged
is different than living, though.
Right, but being engaged is important. You can live in the community but not be engaged. And so it's important for my leadership team, when we talk about being visible, about being with the community, being present, that we do that. And I can, whether they live there or not, they do that. And I think that is just as important. I've worked in communities where people live in the community and they're disengaged, you know. So I think we need to take a look and make sure that, you know, our leadership truly is taking the time to understand what's going on in their communities, being present, listening, and I'm very, very proud of my team for how they do that.